Hello.
Hi, good
Hi, how are you?
afternoon.
Good
How are
afternoon to
you?
you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
thank you very much.
Okay, ready for today's class?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. So, have you done the review? Do you have anything to say about last session?
Yes, I've done.
Mhm.
And there is some points.
Mhm.
We had some titles.
Mhm.
The first one was coffee or tea. And
You mean topics, not titles. We had some
the
topics, yes. Mhm.
topic. The first one is coffee or tea.
Yes.
And the good vocabulary for this topic is, for example, stay up
Mhm.
and caffeinated or decaffeinated beverages.
Caffeine, caffeinated, not caffeine. Caffeinated,
Uh-huh,
yes,
uh-huh.
caffeinated.
Caffeinated, decaffeinated beverage,
Mhm.
for example, hot or cold beverage,
Mhm.
night
Also,
owl.
short form of decaffeinated is decaf. Have you heard decaf?
Decaf.
Yes, decaf.
Yes, yes.
Mhm. Go on.
And the next one is the night owl is someone who
Mhm.
stay up
Stays up,
in the
yes.
midnight. Yes.
Stays
An
up.
early bird
Mhm.
is a person who wakes up
Mhm.
early in the morning.
Very good.
And the next one, we can use be awake, stay awake.
Mhm.
And for having energy, we can use to energize.
For
For
having energy
example,
doesn't mean to energize, doesn't mean to have energy. What was your
it's
example?
energize.
Energy, we have
It's
energize, but it doesn't mean to have energy. What is your example? First, tell me your example. What were you?
caffeine.
Mm-hmm. This
Energizes
me.
me.
It means to give
Mhm.
energy, not to have energy. Okay? So caffeine energizes me means that it gives me energy.
Gives
Okay?
me energy. Yes, thank you. And to go without, for
Yes.
example, I can't go without coffee
Yes.
in the morning.
Mhm.
And the next one is to offer something to somebody.
Mhm.
The topic was about when we have a guest and we want to give them or offer them some beverage like coffee or tea.
Yes.
And
No,
we
wait,
can
wait.
use
Some beverages. Okay? Some beverages.
beverage.
Yes. Go on.
And I used
Mhm.
order instead of ask. And for guests or visitors, we have to use ask, not order. Order
Yes.
is just in the restaurant or bar or something like that.
Yes.
The next one is the pronunciation of prefer. We
Yes.
have put stress on the second syllable. And one good sentence like being a doctor myself,
Very good.
being
No, it's not a
with a
sentence,
lot.
actually. It's a phrase because it doesn't have a conjugated verb. So we call it a phrase. Yes. Yes.
Phrase.
Mhm.
The next topic is sleep. It's about sleep. And for night, in the night or at, we can use in the night or at night.
Yes.
It means در طول شب or during the day or during the night. We can use during the day and during the night. And beauty sleep, it's a short sleep in the middle of the day, we use beauty. We can say beauty sleep. And we can use sleep disorder or sleep deprivation.
Yes.
And the good verb for sleep deprivation, we can use suffer from sleep deprivation.
Very good. Very good.
And two types of sound in the sleep, for example, snore or sleep apnea. Snore or sleep apnea.
Yes, very good.
And the next one, and the last title
Topic
was about
topic. The last topic. Yes.
The last topic is about friends. And
no, before that, did we talk about insomnia too? Insomnia?
No.
Oh, that's a good
no,
word. You can. I thought I did.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a good word. You know the meaning of insomnia, right?
Yes.
Okay.
بیخوابی.
Yes, yes. You can use that too, just to show off your vocabulary. Okay, it doesn't have to be true about you. Okay. You can say, for example, that in the past, I used to suffer from insomnia. I took some medication. Now I don't have this disease. Now that's not my problem. Okay, things like that. All right, the last topic, friends.
Friends. And I use the strange people instead of a stranger.
Yes.
Strange people means some odd and not normal people.
Yes.
But a stranger, a stranger means some people that you don't know them.
That you don't?
And
that you don't? Some people that you don't? Complete the sentence. So we were talking about strange and strangers, and then you said strangers are people that we don't
know.
Not we don't know them. Yes, that we don't know. But now that you said it, we have another word that's estranged. Do you know this word?
Estranged with E at first?
Yes, at the beginning, not at first. Yes, at the beginning. Yes, estranged, like estranged people.
No,
means people who don't talk to each other because they're angry with one another. For example, I say, okay, Shirin, have you seen your cousin lately? And you say, no, we're estranged. It means that با هم قهرید. Okay? We're estranged. با هم قهرید. Are you estranged? شما دوتا با هم قهرید. Are they estranged? اونا با هم قهرن. So with E at the beginning, it becomes something else. Estranged. All right.
And estranged,
estranged, adjective, estranged. به صورت فعلی من ندیدم، حتما شاید داشته باشه، من کاربرد فعلیشو نمیدونم، ولی adjective estranged به معنی قهره. میخوایم بگیم قهریم we are estranged. حالا فعلیشو نمیدونم، فعلو باید ببینم فعلیش چجوری بکنم.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, dear.
For example, I said I can't trust a stranger.
Yes, I can't trust strangers. Strangers. اینجا دیگه به تلفظ دقت کن. Verbش رو الان که دیدم, it's with become again, so I can't call it an actual verb. It's to become estranged. شدن دیگه. But it is used with become. Okay. So, yes, go on. You were saying.
And the next one is make friends easily. For example, I used to make friends easily.
Make friends.
When you
It's always plural. Make friends.
Make friends easily.
Yes.
And the last one, من که نفهمیدم خواستم بپرسم. We have you said in God we trust.
Yes.
You trust for people or not.
چرا استفاده میکنیم؟ علت گیج شدنتون این هست که پارتیکل رو باید بهش توجه کنید. نگاه کنید فعل هایی که مثلا مثل trust و trust این عین هم نیستن، معناشون فرق میکنه. مثل این میمونه که فکر کنید مثلا go همون go onه یا go همون go offه. نه، هر کدوم از این پارتیکل ها که به یه فعل اضافه میشن به احتمال خیلی زیادی در بیشتر مواقع معناش رو تغییر میدن. اوکی؟ پس فکر نکنید اگه یه چیزی کنارش همونه. trust in یعنی توکل کردن. حساب میکنیم روی این که مثلا خدای توکل میکنیم بهش. In God we trust or we trust in God. اوکی؟ اما trust خالی یعنی اعتماد کردن. بدونیم طرف بهمون نارو نمیزنه مثلا.
Yes. And instead of trust in که نداریم برای people, we can use confide in people.
confide in اصلا معناش فرق میکنه. اون یعنی مثلا یکی رو محرم راز خودتون بدونید. من گفته بودم؟ حواسم نبودم چیز گفتم؟
توضیح نداده بودیم. بهزاد داشتیم که کردم تو بعد
confide. داشتم اضافه میکردم شاید. حالا اگه اینجوری گفتم که اشتباهه. ولی confide in people یعنی که نه خب اگه بود خواهش میکنم. اگه بودم به هر حال پیش میاد. نه اگه این معنا رو نمیده. confide in people یعنی که یکی رو محرم راز خودتون میدونید. راز بهش میگید. بهش از این جهت تراست میکنید. شاید از این جنبه گفتم مثلا. از این جهت بهش اعتماد میکنید که مثلا رازدارتونه و رازهاتون رو بهش میگید. اوکی؟ یه جاهای شاید بشه مثلا interchangeably یا کنار هم به کارشون برد. ولی خیلی باید حواستون اون کانتکسته باشه. شما میخواید یه رازی رو به کسی بگید میتونید قبلش بپرسید Can I trust you? Can I trust you with a secret? یا به جاش بگید Can I confide in you? که مثلا میتونم بهت اعتماد کنم رازمو بهت بگم. اونجوری هم میشه گفت. حالا میگم بسته به کانتکست داره. باید خیلی دقت کنید بهش.
Can I confide
in you?
Confide in
you. اوکی بذارید دیکتهشو بنویسم. Okay, can you see the screen? Can you see the chat box?
Yes.
Okay, to confide in somebody.
In
somebody. Yes. این از confidential میاد. confidential که بلدید. به چه معناست؟
Confidentiality, for example.
آفرین.
Yes, confidentiality. For example, when I have a patient and they tell me their secrets, I have to,
میگن doctor patient confidentiality, right? Doctor patient confidentiality. اسم قانونت شده در واقع. That's the name of a rule. Okay, right? It means that if the patient tells you a secret, you're not allowed to reveal the secret. Okay?
Okay, the next one is common interest. We can use it when we have the same topic for speak. We can use common interest. موضوع مشترک.
Yes.
And the next one is company. When we are together with our friends. For example, we try to enjoy each other's company.
Yes.
We can use company.
Yes. Company also means guest. Did I say that too? Company also means
Guest.
guest. Yes, not guest, guest. Okay, company. For example, I have company today. It means,
مهمون دارم.
yes, I have guests today. We also have the verb to accompany. Have you heard accompany?
Accompany?
Yes.
Right.
Means what in
accompany.
English? Bezat, how do you say accompany in English? Can you explain it?
A company in Farsi means همراهی کردن.
Yes.
In English, when you want to do something and I say I'm with you, I can help you, or I will be with you to do, for example, to do that thing, it means that I accompany you.
Okay, you accompany someone. It means, you mean that it means to be with someone. That's your understanding of it.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that. As far as I know, it just means to go with someone, not to be. Okay, let me check. Because it's always, for example, can you accompany me to that office, for example? Means میشه همراه من بیای. But let me check what you said. That was new to me. Okay. We have also to go with someone to a place. For example, she accompanied me to the store. It means اون خانم با من اومد به store. She went with me or she came with me. And also to perform an accomplishment with someone. Okay, so what you said was correct. Like, he will be accompanying her on the piano. اینجا یعنی که مثلا اون آقا اون خانم رو در زدن پیانو همراهی خواهد کرد. اوکی، پس اینی که گفتیدم میشه. بله درست. من هیچ وقت اینجوریشو نشنیدم. I always heard just to go with someone. جان متوجه نشدید؟
طریقه گفتنش فرق میکنه یا معنیش
نه
فرق
فقط
میکنه؟
معنیش فرق میکنه. طریقه گفتنش فرق نداره. For example, I will accompany you to the store. تا فروشگاه باهات میام. با کسی جایی رفتن فیزیکاله. یکی دیگهش اینه که I will accompany you on the piano. یعنی که مثلا منم پیانیستم، شما پیانیستید، شما دارید میزنید، منم همراه شما کنارتون میشینم، یه بخش کلیدا رو من فشار میدم، من میشم accompanying you اینجا. نه همونه. مدل کاربرد همونه، معنا فرق میکنه. اوکی. Okay, thanks for that. Thank you. Okay, what else?
And the next one is the crony. Means
not crony, crony. The pronunciation is crony.
crony.
Yes, crony.
Crony means close guys, very close guys.
How did you pronounce it? Say it again, please.
Crony?
No. The other one. I don't want to say it. I want you to say it.
Close?
Close. Yes. Very good.
Close guy.
Okay.
And then
now that you said that, I didn't remember it last session, but we have chronism. That is a good word. We use it a lot in Farsi. Chronism. What is chronism? It's very common. It's very common in Iran. It comes from the word chrony. For example, Bezat becomes the manager, for example, in the government, the manager of a very big department in the government, and the first person that he employs is you. And then he employs his brother, very good, his brother, then his cousin. That's chronism. It's called chronism. That's party bazi, as you put it. هم کرانی اینجا نوشتم یه ISM میگیره. chronism.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. And the next one is I used a lot a news, and there is no a for news.
Yes.
I have to say news,
Yes.
or a piece of news.
Yes.
The last one is drift apart.
Yes.
For example, my friends and I, my friends and I drifted apart because immigration.
Because of immigration.
Because of
Yes.
immigration. And we used when two friends two friends don't have a connection for a long time.
They don't
and,
contact each other for a long time. Yes.
They don't contact each other for a long time. We can use drift apart.
Yes, drift apart. Yes, very good. Okay, was that it?
Yes.
Okay, so Sharon, starting next session, we'll work on the second section and also the third section of speaking. Okay, I think, excuse me, I think we have worked enough on the first section of speaking. And so we will start working on the second and third section of speaking starting next session. But this session is the last session we work on the first part. All right. I want to ask the first question from Bezad, okay? So, what's the name of your hometown? Is that a big city or a small place?
My hometown is Amol. In fact, it's a small city. I was born in Amol 45 years ago, and like other cities in the north of Iran, it's a small city with a humid climate.
Okay, you said small two times. Okay, of course that's not very
Yes.
bad. But instead of small, what else do you know? You said small.
It's
tiny.
No.
You can say tiny city, but it's not tiny. It's not that small, at least. You can sometimes just bear this in mind. When you're talking about adjectives and then you run out of adjectives or you don't have presence of mind, just use the opposite. Instead of saying it's
Not large.
not a very big city.
Yeah.
It's a small city or
Not
it's
a
not a
very
very
big
big
city.
city. It's another way of paraphrasing. This way, you didn't repeat the adjective and you showed some creativity. Why not? Okay, thank you. Let me go to Shirin now. Shirin, what's the name of your hometown? And is that a big city or a small one?
My hometown is Isfahan. Isfahan is one of the big cities of Iran, and it's very beautiful. We can see some ancient or monument buildings, and also very nice
monumental buildings. Monumental, یا خالی بگی. Monumental buildings, yes.
And also you can see very good, very excuse me, very good scene, because there is a lot of big park in there.
No,
and the
not
thing,
scene. It's not a movie. Sites.
scenery, sites.
Also scenery, yes. What is the adjective form of scenery?
Adjective, scenery.
What is it?
Scenery.
Scenery what?
Scenery.
No.
Scenerism?
No. It's a trick question. سوالش انحرافیه. اون adjectiveش, the adjective form is not exactly like this one. It's cynic. So the adjective form is cynic, not scenic or
Cynic.
scenery. Yes, cynic. What other adjectives, Shirin, do you know for cynic? Other synonyms when you want to say that some scenery is beautiful. How else can you say it? What other adjectives can you use?
From that route or other words?
No, other words. Other words.
Spectacular.
No.
Yes, you could use spectacular to say that it's very great and excellent and glorious. Why not? But what is a word that means that it's scenic? It's a beautiful scenery. Specifically this. Means something that means that when you view it, it's beautiful. You enjoy the view. An adjective that means that. I'll give you a hint, and I think you know the word. It comes from picture. Picturesque. Haven't you heard picturesque? No?
No.
No? Oh, I thought you knew this. Okay, picturesque.
Picturesque.
Okay, I'm typing it. Picturesque. Picture, you just type down picture, and then ESQUE. Picturesque. It means that it's very beautiful. It's a picturesque city. There are picturesque sceneries.
And can you go on?
Yes. Can I
go on?
Or you?
Yes.
Yes. Or it's a picturesque. Yes, yes. Yes, go on, please.
Yes. And one of the things that distinguishes this city from other cities is Zion.
Very good.
And
Okay, that's enough.
Zion.
That is good, but that's enough for this question. Very good. Excellent. Your sentences were great. Thank you. Okay. I'll ask you the next question. Yes?
For Zion, I have a great sentence in my mind.
Okay, say it.
The city, the city rests on either side of Zion.
Sides of. Yes. Very good.
Side,
The city rests on either sides of it. Okay, did you read this sentence on a pamphlet from one of those places that you go? Where?
No, I have this sentence from one of my IELTS classes many years ago.
Ah, I see. I remember this sentence from my IELTS. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. What?
The city rests on either side of Zion.
Yes.
What does it
It
mean?
means that it's
یعنی شهر در دو طرف
yes.
گسترش پیدا کرده.
Or it could also mean that this river goes through the city, right?
Yes.
Means the same thing.
Can you write this
Go
sentence?
through the city or either sides?
All of them.
Both of them. Both of them. You can say the city rests on either sides of this river.
The river.
Yes, this river or the river. Or also the river. And of course, bear in mind that you say the river if you mentioned it before. If it's the first time that you're saying it, then you have to say a river or name the river. Okay, do you understand? The river goes through the city. You can also use the verb run. Runs through the city. Okay? There are different words and verbs that you can use. You can say the same thing. You can imply the same meaning through different wordings. Okay.
Rest on is a phrasal verb.
No.
Rest.
No, that on is a preposition. It's not a particle for rest. The verb is just rest. این برای
The meaning of rest.
rest یعنی استراحت کردن. یه حالت ادبی داره. یعنی که دو طرف شهره. قرار گرفته. اینجا یعنی پوزیشنینگش اونجاست. is positioned on either sides of it. و اون آنه مربوط به on either side، چون رو ساید میگیم آن، این ربط به فعلمون نداره. میگیم on this side, on that
if I
side.
use this sentence, the examiner will understand. I memorize it.
Yes, exactly. Avoid such sentences. Okay, not now.
Yes.
Maybe in the future, when you're much better than now, then you can easily use these sentences. But even if you say it correctly, even if you say such sentences correctly, then you will lose points because the examiner says, okay, she memorized this. It's not hers. Being original is very important in the IELTS test. Do you know the meaning of originality? Means what?
Original اصل بودن یعنی خودم بودن.
Yes, to be creative, to be you, not to be a copy. It's very important. Don't think that you need to use, you know, very complex sentences and very, you know, high-level words to show off your vocabulary. No, be original and then you'll get good grades.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Okay, now the next question. Bezat, I ask you, how long have you been living there? Means in your hometown.
I was born 45 years ago in Amol, and I have lived there till
No, focus. Okay, it's a very good question. You can use a variety of grammatical points in it. So focus.
Yes, and I lived there.
Very good.
I lived there for 20 years. When I was when I entered.
No. Don't use when in here. You can use a preposition instead of when. I lived for 20 years.
Yes.
Can we use I used to live?
Yes, why not?
No.
I used to, not I used to live for 20 years. چون میدونید که طول زمان با used to نمیاد. Okay? Okay, before I got admitted to university.
Yes. I lived there for 20 years before I went to the university. And from that time, I mean 20 years ago, I have been living in different cities because of my job and my military service and other duties that I had during these years.
Okay, since that time, not from that time. Since that time.
Yes,
right?
since.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Now I'll ask you the same question. How long have you been living there in Isfahan?
After I got married, before I got married, before I got married, I used to live there, and it's around 20 years. I'm not living there, and
no. Say that sentence again.
I don't
fix it. With 20 years and
I
stuff.
don't.
No. Just focus. Make a good sentence.
Around 20 years, I didn't live there.
No. میخواید بگید 20 ساله که اونجا زندگی نمی کنم، درسته؟ خب یکی از این موارد رو فکر کنم اون جلسه بود داشتیم میگفتیم در مورد این که نمیدونم تو این کلاس بود. نه اون حالا برای حد بود. خب میخواستم بگم چی؟ بهتون گفته بودم که مواردی که کاری انجام نمیدیم هم میتونیم بگیم دیگه این کار انجام نداده بودم یا انجام داده بودم. اینجا ولی نباید پس پرفکت بگید، اما یک نکته منفیه، یعنی یه چیز انجام ندادنیه. اون رو میتونید با چه زمانی بگید؟ آره خودتون بگید.
Present
آها
perfect.
انجام ندادید. ساله که انجام ندادید. ساله که اونجا زندگی نکردید. Alright, how do you say that now?
Around 20 years.
Now, in around 20, don't start your sentence with around 20 years.
I don't have
perfect.
Present perfect. Present perfect. Present perfect. I haven't lived there around 20 years.
For around 20 years. طول مدت دیگه. For رو باید بگید. For around, for about 20 years. But again, you can use present perfect progressive too. Present perfect continuous in order to focus on the time. How can you say it in present perfect continuous?
I haven't been living there.
Very good.
For around
20 years.
For about 20 years.
Around is correct too, of course. For around or about 20 years. I haven't been living there. Yes. Very good. That was good. All right. Now I'll ask the same question. Visit you. How long have you been living there? Of course, it's not a relevant question because you said that you haven't been, so it's a repetitive question. Let me ask another one. Do you like your hometown?
Yeah, I like it a lot because I had a lot of friends there, and I remember most of my childhood memories.
Wait.
When
I had a lot of friends there. Okay?
Yes.
Don't squander
Because
your past tenses. Use used to. Okay?
Yes, I used to.
Go on.
I like that city a lot because I used to have a lot of friends in that city, and all of my childhood memories are all of my childhood memories are about that city. And
you can use the verb form about your childhood memories. بگید که اونجا شکل گرفتن.
all of my childhood memories had formed in that cities.
Yes, had formed or were formed. Very good. This way, you use a new verb that's form, and also in passive voice. That was good. Okay. Do you have anything else? Form. F-O-R-M. Form. I just typed it. Form. Form به معنای شکل دادنه که ایشون پسیو گفتن. All my childhood memories were formed there. Who formed them? He formed them. Okay, but they were formed. شکل گرفتن. Okay. Shirin, how about you? Do you like your hometown?
Yes, it's obvious because I used to spend my best time in this city, and I had a lot of friends and very good family. And
you mean good relatives, not family.
Relatives? Good relatives. And the most important things in my hometown.
Okay, wait.
Me.
You said most important thing. Most important things. Okay, most important things. Doesn't matter. I wanted to say that instead of that, you can use an adverb. Do you know the adverbial form of most important? What is the adverbial form?
Crucial?
No. The same word. Don't change it.
Importantly.
Very good. Yes. Most importantly. Most importantly. Okay? Instead of saying most important thing, blah, blah, you can shorten it, make it more beautiful. So say the same thing. This time use most importantly.
Most importantly, that
no, not that, not that. Most importantly, and then you start the sentence.
Most importantly, my grandparents home, and it was.
Your sentence doesn't have a verb. Okay, let me give you an example, then make your own sentence. For example, I can say, I want to immigrate because I want to have a better job, but most importantly, I want to raise my children in another country. So now make your sentence like that. Most importantly, because at first you said that you like your hometown because you were born there, because you spent your childhood there. Now you want to talk about the most important thing, why you love your hometown. So most importantly, and then you have to have a subject and a verb and the rest of the sentence.
Most importantly, I loved my grandparents' home, and
which was there. You have to have this part, okay? Which was there.
Which چجوری بگم most importantly,
I loved my grandparents' home, which was there, which was in that city.
Which was there.
Okay.
And
and what?
No.
Oh, okay. That's the end of the sentence. Okay. Okay, so Bezat, to you again. Is there anything you dislike about your hometown?
Yes. When I think about it and I compare my hometown to with other cities, I have to say that specifically during the summer, the climate in my hometown is not a good one,
or you can
and
say
it's hard to bear.
It's not favorable, right?
Or it's not favorable, and it's hard to bear, and you can hardly breathe during the summer because of the humidity.
Yes.
And I think it's the only thing that I dislike about my hometown.
Very good. All right, Shirin, now you. Is there anything that you dislike about your hometown?
I love my hometown, but something that suffer me, something that suffers me.
No, not suffer.
Bother.
Aha, very good. Bothers me. Very good. Excellent. Something that bothers me. Yes.
Bothers something that bothers me is this city is religious city, and we can see a lot of religious people and people, and they like to mourn for every religious event, and my grandmother used to take part in a mourn, and
in the morning. Take part in the morning.
In the morning.
Yes, morning is the noun form. M-O-U-R. Yes.
And after she came back to home, she wasn't happy.
Came back home, she wasn't happy. Yes.
Happy. And it's just the most importantly that is most importantly But I can use most important thing that I don't like in about my hometown.
Okay, what? Is that the end of the sentence or the beginning of it?
No. Because of religious person in my hometown. People in my hometown.
Okay, the last part of your sentence was not correct. You know, it was not an independent clause. You know, it's like saying the most important thing is what then? Say it again.
The most important thing that I don't like about my hometown is religious people.
Okay. ببینید الان اینو گفتید، آخرش یادتون اومد the most important رو بگید. به جای اینکه حالا جمله رو تصحیحش کنید از اول، که خصوصا برای آزمون خیلی توصیهش نمی‌کنم، چون هی باید اون وقت تصحیح کنید، یه جمله کوتاه اضافه کنید. قبلش گفتید اوکی من اینا رو دوست ندارم و اوکی تموم شد. حالا میتونید بگید that's the most important reason، به جای اینکه بگید thing. That's the most important reason. بقیه‌اش چجوری تموم میکنید؟
Important reason that I don't like.
به جای that یه کلمه دیگه بذارید.
Which.
No. میخواید درباره ریزن صحبت کنید. کلماتی که میخوان ریزن رو نشون بدن توی این کلازا چی هن؟ Why. That's the most important reason why. به این دلیله که دوست ندارم.
Then
or
why?
we can say that's why.
Yes, that's why. No, she wanted to say that that's the most important reason why. She has several reasons why she doesn't like the country. So that's the most important one. That's the most important reason
why I don't like there.
No, I don't like that city. I don't like that city. البته شما نمیخواستید بگید که you don't like that city, right? You didn't want to say that.
چیزی که
اگه اینو میخواستیم بگیم، مثلا حواسم به این نبود که شما نمیخواستید بگید که من بدم میاد از این شهر هستم، میخواستید درباره چیزهایی که بدتون میاد رو بگید. Okay, so you cannot use this. Okay, so that's the most important thing that اونجا میشد that. درست گفتید. That I don't like about my city. اصلا معناش فرق کرد. متوجه تفاوت معنا میشید؟
Okay. That's the important things that I don't like about my city.
اون درسته. That's the most important thing that I don't like about my city. فرق میکنه. But that's the most important reason why I don't like that city. اصلا یه چیز دیگه است. All right. Now the next question. All right, Bezat, what do you like most about your hometown?
The most prominent thing about my hometown is its location and its climate, I think. It is located in the region that has a lot of rain during the year, and its proximity to to the sea, and because of that people in that city have the opportunity to see a lot of tourists and job opportunities, and I think these are the things that distinguishes this city from other cities in, for example, in eastern or in western parts of my country.
Or on the East Coast. Right?
On the East Coast,
No, I'm
yes.
joking. That's how they talk when they're talking about the ocean, as if there's an ocean there, and they have the eastern coast and the western coast, but it's just the sea, a big lake actually. Okay, so how about you, Shirin? What do you like the most about your hometown?
My hometown has a lot of facilities that each person needs and and it's not a boring city, and there is a lot of parts with different برای همه سلیقه ها خوبه. You can find
taste is سلیقه. It's good for all tastes.
It's good for all tastes. For example, you can see a lot of parks with a picturesque scenery, and also
monuments, you mean?
Monumental buildings, and also a lot of amusement parks and that's the most reason why I like this city.
Most important reason. You mean that's the most important reason, not most reason.
That's the most important reason why I like that city is
that's the most important thing that I like this city. Full stop. That's the end of the sentence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. The next question is not relevant. Let's go to the next topic. Jeans. Beza, do you wear jeans?
Yes, I'm a fan of jeans, and I like to wear jeans because it's comfortable, and when I want to go to the work, specifically
not
when I
go to work. Yes.
Go to work, specifically when I'm on night shift, I prefer to wear jeans because I can do all of my tasks when در حالی که جین پوشیدم.
I'm wearing jeans.
all of my tasks when I'm wearing jeans.
زمانی که حال استمراری به کار میره یعنی به تن داشتن. Okay, I'm wearing jeans.
بله.
All right, go on.
And dislike other pants. Unlike other pants, you don't need to iron it every morning. Yes. And it has a lot of benefits.
Also a lot of pockets, right? Also a lot of pockets. Okay.
A lot of pockets. And as I said, the most important thing about wearing jeans for me is that it's very comfortable.
Very good. Thank you. I wanted to ask you 2-3 more questions, but you answered them all. All right, Shirin, how about you? Do you wear jeans?
I have a question before asking. Yes. Jeans is a material or materialش جنسش منظورمونه؟ جنس جین من همیشه با این مشکل دارم که به چی میگن شلوار
جین؟ شلوار جین متریالشه دیگه. فبریک پارچه است دیگه چه مدلی میتونه؟
فبریک.
کلمش منظورتونه فبریک میشه. بله. میخواید پارچه رو بگید فبریک.
Yes, I like
سوال
the
پرسید شاید مثلا براتون ما حالا به این اسم جین جا افتاده بر ما تو فارسی میگیم بستگی داره مثلا اگه دامن باشه با همون فبریک دیگه بهش نمیگیم جین سکرت میگن دنم مثلا به اون میگن دنم حالا دنم DENIM دنم سکرت
okay. I like the jean fabricate.
I like jeans.
Jean fabric.
You don't have to say
I like
fabric.
jeans.
You don't have to say fabric. Jeans means that, yes.
And nowadays you can see different variety of jeans, dark blue, light blue, white, black, and because of this variety, I like jeans, and I used to wear jeans when I was teenager, and
when I was a teenager.
when I was teenager, and after I was admitted to the university, our university didn't let us to wear jeans.
Didn't let us wear. Okay, after let, don't say to. Didn't let us wear jeans. Yes, very good.
Wear jeans, and after that, after the university.
After graduation, you can say, not after university. After graduation, yes.
I started since then, as اون زمان به بعد, since then, I've wear jeans.
No.
I've wore jeans.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. I've worn jeans. Yes. Yes.
I've worn jeans. Jeans or jeans?
Jeans. Plural. Okay. از فارسی که میگیم جین با اون کاری نداشته باشید. به انگلیسی یه استهش میگیره. Jeans. All right.
Yes.
And because you know, trousers, pants, they're a pair. So that's why you pluralize it. Jeans. Okay, very good. All right, the last topic. Bezat, what do you need to be focused?
What do you need to be focused? Yes. The most important thing for me to be focused is silence. Because when it's you know, it's noisy, it's very hard for me to be focused.
Okay, you're saying it
and
again. Wait, use another word. You said focus 2 times.
Yes. When it's noisy, it's very hard for me to concentrate on something.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
you can talk about your past experiences. You can say, for example, when I was a teenager or when I was a student, I used to.
Yeah. And yeah, when I was a teenager, I grew up in a noisy house, and yes, and whenever I needed to concentrate on something, I used to use earplugs. Yeah, because it helped me. It helped me not to hear noise and other sounds in the environment.
There's one word for that. Instead of saying it helped me not to hear, of course that is correct. You can use another word, just one word, which means all those words.
It helps me.
And it starts with this
discontinue.
No. چه چیزی
This.
وقتی میخواید بگید حواس کسی رو پرت کردن چی میشه به انگلیسی؟
Distract.
So say this sentence. This time use distract. It helped me.
Yeah, and using the earplugs helped me not to be distracted.
Very good. Very good.
Very good to you.
Okay. Okay, go on. Is that all?
Yes.
Okay. So Shirin, you answer the same question. What do you need to be focused?
When I lived in my parents' house, I used to focus in a quiet place, and nobody let to
Not let.
allow. Nobody didn't allow to.
No, don't say it. Okay, I wanted her to say. Yes, nobody was allowed, of course. Nobody, each person, everybody. These are indefinite pronouns. For indefinite pronouns, always use singular verbs. So nobody was allowed. Okay, go on.
Was allowed to turn on the TV or the TV or radio. But after I became a mother, this rule
was overruled, right?
Was over.
I'm joking. Yes, go on.
Over, and after the 2 years, my daughter was born. I found that I have to find a new method, and I read a lot of books about focusing. I read a lot of books about focusing on a chaotic situation. And then now, since then, I've focused in a very noisy situation, and I can.
Since then, I focused. No.
I was
نگید دیگه بذارید خودش بگه. Okay, I wanted her to, discover the verb and the phrase. Yes. You need to use be able to. Can you say the sentence? Since then?
I've been able to focus on noisy situation
in noisy places. Yes, I've been able to focus in noisy places. Yes. Instead of saying focus, instead of saying concentrate, what else can you say? How else can you say the same thing? If you don't want to repeat this.
Concentrate.
Yes, sometimes you can change the part of a speech of a word. Do you remember? I told you this before. You don't have to use a totally different word. No. Sometimes you just change the part of a speech. Instead of a verb, use a noun, use an adjective. So instead of saying concentrate, you can use concentration. Okay? Instead of saying just focus as a verb, you can use it in a phrase to be focused. Okay?
To be
being focused. This is another way in order not to repeat the words that you use in your speech. Okay, what did you want to say after that?
No,
nothing.
It was over.
It was over. Okay, that was good. All right, so starting next session, we'll work on the second and third part of the speaking section, and you watch the video, right? Number 3 and number 4 for speaking, so you know everything about it. If you don't, please go back and review video number 1 and 2. I think in video number 1 and 2.
Hello?
Yes? Can you hear me?
Okay.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think in video number 1 and number 2, I talked about the details of section 2 and section 3 of the speaking test.
Yes.
Okay. So just
I think it's in the end of number 3.
at the end of number 3. Oh, okay. I don't remember that. Okay. Then go to number 3. I don't know. Just have all the facts. It's important to know how much time you have and how section 2 and section 3 are related. We have follow-up questions in section 3. I just want you to be familiar with it, okay? You don't have to work on it. Okay. Any questions?
Yes. No, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes.
For Saturday, for Saturday class, my review is not more than 20 minutes.
Okay, we'll have a homework for Saturday. Okay? Okay. I haven't prepared the homework yet, but I've written it in my notes, so you'll have a homework. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very
have a
much.
Good day.
You too, dear, and bye-bye.
And have a good weekend
You too.
and holiday.
You too. You mean the Ertehali holiday? Yes, okay. Okay. Have a good holiday, you too. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.